Coming up in the next couple of weeks is the Spring Hazardous Household Materials Drop-Off, where you can take your unwanted items that you can't simply recycle or throw away. If you have some old televisions or a broken VCR taking up space in your basement, this is your chance to get rid of it. Coming up on Saturday, April 8th, the Blackhawk Solid Waste Management Commission is hosting the spring edition of the Electronics Recycling and Household Hazardous Materials Drop-Off.
The Blackhawk County Solid Waste Management Commission is subsidizing a special disposal event and also a recycling event, and it's for Blackhawk County residents to kind of get rid of maybe like LP tanks, fluorescent bulb, hazardous chemicals, and also like old TVs, old computers. So it's kind of changes where it's hosted. So in the spring we work with the city of Waterloo, and then in the fall we work with the city of Cedar Falls to host our event. Residents kind of just come in and we do it as a drive-through service. So residents that have household items such as those things, they can kind of show up that morning and we'll have a whole bunch of volunteers to help them unload.
The event will be held from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the wastewater treatment plant on Easton Avenue over in Waterloo on April 8th, and is open to all Blackhawk County residents who have electronics or hazardous materials they wish to get rid of.
So as far as the things that we do take, they would kind of fall in the category of household hazardous materials. So there's going to be things that maybe have flammable or caustic or caution on the label. So they might be different, like household cleaners, might be pesticides, insect sprays. It's going to be like your household batteries, car batteries, things like that. So we will have a huge list on our wastetrack.org website that'll say the things that are accepted. Some of the things that aren't accepted are things that people can manage at home. So like we don't take paint at the event because like the water-based paint you can just mix with kitty litter and manage at home. Some of the automotive products we don't take because you can take them to a local service station and recycle your motor oil or antifreeze there. This event gets anywhere between 800 to 1,000 cars. So we can't take every household hazardous material that's out there. We do kind of limit it to what we can kind of accommodate with the volunteers that we have that day. So we will have a list of things that are accepted and things that aren't accepted. For the last 4 or 5 years, we've added the electronic and the electrical component to it. So there is sort of a kind of a heavy recycling fee for the old TVs or the old computer monitors. All those have like cathode ray tubes, which are full of lead, so they're a little more expensive to recycle. But we do let every vehicle that comes in, they can recycle up to 2 of those for free. And then after that, some of like the big, like we call them like the humpy back TVs or the old monitors, they can do 2 for free, and then after that they have to pay $5, a $5 recycling fee for each one that they have after that. But we are starting to see a lot of electronics that they don't have the CRT or the cathode ray tube. They're just kind of like, things aren't lasting as long as they used to. So we're seeing maybe TVs that are like just 2 or 3 years old, or the flat screens. There's no recycling fee for those. So if people have some of those just kind of lying around the house or in the basement, they can bring those. But it's also a huge assortment, like old radios, old stereos, even vacuum cleaners. So we have a pretty big list. So a lot of it's like, if it plugs into the wall and it's not considered an appliance, maybe we'll take it.
In the spring, the event is held in Waterloo. However, there is another drop-off event that happens in the fall here in Cedar Falls. So if you can't make it to the spring drop-off, you will still have another opportunity yet this year. You can find a detailed list of accepted items and information about certain electronic recycling fees at www.wastetrack.org. Once again, the event is happening on Saturday, April 8th and will be located at the Waterloo Wastewater Treatment Plant on Easton Avenue.